Okay, Nick is on the spot today.
The spot. It's spotlight. Dun 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 dun.
It's like an alien. What's the name of our channel?
Hello, fitness fans. Hello. What we're doing today is we are asking each other a set of questions that we have put together.
Yes.
These are questions we believe you may want to know, and these are questions we also want to know because we really haven't asked each other.
Yeah, it's intriguing for everyone to pick each other's brains about this stuff.
Yeah, we're hoping that these questions really, and these videos, help you guys exercise and help you become stronger and less likely to hurt yourselves in the future, or if you have hurt yourself, figure out ways of exercising with pain.
Yeah.
Or exercising not through the pain, but exercising to the point where you don't have pain anymore.
Right.
So if you like this video, please drop a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get all of our latest updates.
And drop a comment if you have a question you would like us to answer as well. What is your most loved exercise and your most hated exercise?
My most loved exercise and my most hated exercise. So this is actually a tough question. I can give you the most exercise I feared the most. So back in the day, and this...
Curls?
Well, yes and no. So they're kind of coupled together.
Two, right?
Actually, there are three.
Oh.
I would always fear benching, curls, and pull-ups. And the reason why I feared them so much was, like you were saying earlier in a previous video, you now know what your max is.
Mm-hmm.
I reached my max, and I kept trying to push myself further and further to get a new max. And every time I tried doing that, I knew I might have only been incrementing the weight by 2.5 pounds or 5 pounds. Never 10, that's just ridiculous. And when I did that, I always had this thought in my head. Can I do this? Am I going to hurt myself?
So it scared you a little bit.
It actually did. It also scared me because I knew I might be able to get the first rep out, the second, the third. By the 6th or 7th, I started getting thoughts. I think I might drop these weights. I don't know if I can do this anymore. What happens if I can't? Like the thought is, I'm now letting myself down in not being able to do these exercises.
Complete it, yeah.
And I was so stubborn that I would never drop a weight. I would rather my arms fall off. Not a good thought process. But when you're 19 years old... You're
cocky.
I don't know if I would say I was cocky, because nobody was here. I was exercising by myself.
Right.
It's really a thought process in my head, thinking, I'm not going to let myself down.
You were stubborn then.
I was extremely stubborn back then. I'm still stubborn now, where I will still push through it.
But he knows his limits better now.
I do know my limits, and that's the one thing I would try to instill in other people. And I always say, 1, know your limits, and 2, listen to your body. Because
3, don't get hurt.
Well, I mean, that's kind of part of the whole thing. But yes,
yeah,
number 1 rule, do not get hurt. Because if you get hurt, then you're not exercising properly.
Yeah.
So I would say bench, curls, and pull-ups were my most feared.
Yeah.
So I would have to say I loved them the most because...
when you saw results from it, that made it even better.
Yes.
Right.
So the ones that I hated the most, and to this day I still don't like them as much because they bring pain, which I know is kind of like creaks and
it makes your bone like your
you need to oil my joints because they hurt so much. So if it's like a squat, the first few days of doing squats are always the roughest for me. And I always feel like I'm just not lifting enough weight. Like, oh, I'm just not lifting enough weight, but it's hard to lift more weight when your knees they don't feel great.
Yeah.
And so you got to kind of ease into it, and it always takes a little bit to get going. And
warm up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say probably leg exercises. Even though, quick story, I actually fell a few years ago, hurt my elbow pretty badly. And all I could really do were abs and leg days, because if you think about it, everything is, you're kind of holding.
Yeah.
in your arms. So
or using your arms for pull-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah, dips.
Luckily, we were at a gym at that point. This was pre-COVID, so I could just go through a bunch of different leg exercises,
And
which
abs.
which made me really love leg day. But it's the one today. I would say I still like curls, bench, and pull-ups the most because I kind of fear them the most. I mean, I kind of fear the leg day as well, but I don't know. It's a hard question to answer because my perception kind of flipped when I hurt my arm,
Right.
where I started to really like leg day.
Right.
But it also was the one that I've not liked the most.
Up until then.
Yes.
Right.